But there are companies who can offer at a lesser cost, 5 to 7%. Even as a case, if I would say a DPSU, we don't get a we operate on a 3%. General criteria I say, 3% of operating profit margin. So it differs from company to company and strategy to strategy. Few people, of course, there should be certain policy modification is required with reference to when you participate in reverse auction, you must not go to a freak low rate. That has to be defined. That even we have our manual improved with that version, whereby we give some freak low rate defined, and if you quote below, even in reverse auction, if you go below the freak low rate, we will have some additional securities that we might buy from you, because government will always say that you must buy at a low cost. We are spending public money, so we want to ensure that the lowest possible cost for the quality product is acceptable. But that should be operable, or the contract must be executable. In that sense, what we do, we provide an additional security, like we adopt or such a policy whereby we take the additional securities in terms of, let's say if there is a 5% security contract bank guarantee, we take it from such a vendors who has quoted abnormally low. We take almost 10 to 15% bank guarantee. It depends on the case-to-case basis with the management approval. But of course, there is a point given for suggestion to Department of Expenditure also, because they define certain policies on this auctions, whereby they have given certain percentage of minimum profits that one must have to ensure their sustainability and operability of the contract. But that's things are in the policy matters. But for you specifically, since it has demotivated you, such a cases whereby you stopped your tendering, I would rather say ensure offering the tenders with a proper strategies here. Because if you keep participating in the tenders which are more common, where 50 vendors are coming, then you will find such a misuse of the policy. And again, you will keep demotivating. But strategy has to be formed, and the things are under the policy framework.
Sir, my opinion is, when I am participating in a tender, there might be thousands of suppliers who are participating. So by virtue of my pricing, I got L1. It means L2 and L3 might be higher than me. That's why they are L2 and L3. But with the reverse, I think nowhere. So, and that too, I am going for minimum 10%, which is mandatory. Or
sir, but when we have given a chance to L2, L3 to revise their price, we have given the chance to you as well. As far as the opportunity has been extended to all together. But your strategy does not allow you to go beyond certain limits, by which like they have offered their price considering the strategies of their, like whatever the overheads they might have, they might be getting the lesser price for the raw materials from where they are buying. Probably, I don't know about, or they might have the bulk stock buying, whereby they have already got a discounts on the buying. So their pricings, I cannot say anything on that front, but the opportunity cannot be denied to anyone. Right? Thanks.
Thank you. I think we have already exceeded the time. No, thanks.
Definitely. We have our own costings well defined. That is what I said, sir. Free flow costing. Free flow costing ke liye, there is a thumb rule that 40% less than the estimated value of the individual establishment. Let's say if I quote, I have estimates of 10 rupees and somebody quotes 5 rupees, it comes under free flow. Then all free flow provisions are applicable to that contract. That is what I mean to say.
Mr. Mohindra, I think we'll continue this discussion outside. Mr. Mohindra, please.
Sir, I can take your suggestion to the respective authorities, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Definitely. Okay. Thank you.
We'll meet offline after this session. So, thank you, Mr. Jende. In fact, we were talking about having a proper training on the tendering process, since it's quite complex and difficult to understand. So hopefully Mr. Jende will approach this subject very shortly, and we'll have a proper training for how to participate in tenders. On behalf of all of us, I'd like to present a small memento to Mr. Jende. So, we come to the last presentation of the session. I'd like to request Mr. Vaibhav Sangui, representing OM Exports, to kindly come up on the dais, please. So while the presentation is being put up, since we are dealing with the DPSU, Mr. Ajit Chavan, who is the Joint Secretary and Additional CEO of GEM, and this session will start at 3 o'clock at the same venue. So if you want to supply to defense or the government, probably this would be relevant to you. Yeah.
Exactly we do and what all facilities we have in Pune itself. So I'll just start the video over here. Both domestically and internationally. Apart from that, we have a company named Om Metal Lab Services Private Limited. And this company is NABL accredited laboratory where we are providing metal testing services. And it is NPCIL approved, IBR approved, and EIL approved too. And the third company is OM Exports India Private Limited. And this company is into complete manufacturing and fabrication services where we are delivering it to defense, oil and gas sector, and